Hi everyone, in today's video we're going to be doing a 20-minute full body stretch routine. So let's get started. For the first pose, go into a light seal stretch. Now you can bend one leg for an even deeper stretch. And now you can bend the other leg. Now we're going to take a quick break. Now you can arch back as far as you can to get an even deeper stretch in your seal stretch. Now for your next stretch, go into a bow pose. Now for your next stretch, we're again going to do a bow pose, but this time try to reach your hands overhead and try to reach up even higher to get an even deeper stretch. If you can't do this, just do the normal version we did earlier. Now we're going to go into a child's pose to relax your back. Now for the next stretch, try to go up on your knees and arch back as far as you can. It's totally fine if you're not going as far as I'm showing, just go as deep as you can. Now for the next stretch, you're going to repeat pretty much the same stretch, but you're going to try to arch back overhead. It's totally fine if you can't do this, just do the modified version we did earlier. Those last few stretches were pretty intense, so now we're going to go into a child's pose to loosen up your spine a bit. For the next stretch, we're going to try to overextend your elbow close to your neck. We are now going to repeat that same stretch except on your other elbow. For your next stretch, lie down on your back and grab onto your ankles and try to push your hips upward. This is the modified version of a bridge and will slightly stretch out your back and prepare you to do a normal bridge. Now if you are able to, you can go up into a bridge, or you can just stay in that beginner modified version. Now we're going to take a quick break so you don't get sore from being upside down for too long. For the next stretch, you're going to go back into your bridge and try to get your hands and feet as close together as you can. If you want to, you can also try to do a teardrop back bend. We are now going to take another quick break. Now you're going to go into a lunge with your hands lifted off the ground for an even deeper stretch. Now you're going to attempt to put your hands or even maybe your elbows on the ground. For the next stretch, we're going to move into a forwards lunge and into a backwards lunge, back and forth. When you finish doing your last lunge, try to stay in your backwards lunge, and if you want an even deeper stretch, you can try to flex your foot. Now for your next stretch, you're going to go into a pigeon pose. We are going to repeat those last few stretches on your other leg, starting with the lunge with your hands lifted up in the air. Now try to put your hands or elbows on the ground. Now go back and forth from your forwards lunge into your backwards lunge. Now hold your backwards lunge with your foot flexed. Now go into your pigeon pose. Now you can go into as deep of a middle split as you can. Now go into a forward split on your right leg. Now go into a forward split on your left leg. For the next stretch, we're going to go into a pike fold. Try to keep your feet pointed while doing the stretch. Now you can repeat the same stretch except this time with your feet flexed. Well done, I'm so proud of you for completing this whole routine, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Keep doing the stretch routine for the next week or two and you will definitely see some immediate results.